ladies and gentlemen, on my way back, I got on the flight. You know, I came back home. I basically packed everything up. I went to sleep, woke up super early, got on the flight, and lo and behold, who's sitting next to me? Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's right. I'm on the plane. I sit down. I see a man wearing a Indiana Jones hat. I'm like, who's this guy? Yeah, he was sitting right next to me on the seat next to me. Okay. It was pretty cool. At first, I didn't say nothing to him, right? You know, you can't be like crazy. But I had also, he took a selfie with me afterwards, but I'll get to that in a second. So I briefly started talking to him, and in my mind, I'm thinking, I can't fart anymore. Okay. That's my first thing that I'm thinking. I'm like, there's no way. I already learned the hard way when someone else did that to me on one of the flights recently, where I was like, I'm a no farter on airplanes now. Aside from that, okay, listen. We start talking and stuff. First of all, he is so woke. He is Mr. Woke. And not only is he Mr. Woke, but he's also very woke in like in ways that I think in an understanding of politics that I normally don't see from people in that age group. Okay. And I talk to a lot of people who are fairly knowledgeable about politics in that age group, whether they be politicians or whether they be consultants, whether they be members in the media. And in many circumstances, their understanding of specifically China, for example, is not like as comprehensive, as open-minded. It was very cool. It was very cool to have like a long conversation with them about, you know, the space race, the history of it, all of that stuff. I told him about how, you know, my brother works for Boeing, stuff like that. But yeah, he's amazing. And at the end of our trip, because I obviously passed out, woke up, he said, let me take a photo with you, because he's like, my children, they're like, you know, all over Twitch. And, you know, one of them spends a lot of time. And I think there are, what do you call it? There are people, their kids are Hasanabi heads, for the record. They're in here. So yeah. And I also, I literally didn't even ask him to be on the Fear M podcast, but I did actually ask him to be on with Adapt, because a couple of days ago, I had seen Adapt talking about who his number one collab is, like who his number one like dream collab is. And he was asked about it, and he said, oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson. And I was like, all right, well, I gotta try and make this happen. So after talking to him all the entire time, I mean, he said, well, let's connect, and I'm sure we'll figure out a way. I was like trying to get out of there, but I think it would be cool to get him to do an Adapt stream, but we shall see. The Hasanabi method have crazy cool interactions and take zero fucking photos. I mean, he took a photo. Maybe he'll post it. I don't know. Maybe his son will post it and then we'll find it. But he took a little selfie photo. I didn't ask for one. I thought it would be not very cool of me to do so. All I can think about is Austin saying the science guy, and everyone saying Bill Nye, and Austin saying no, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, but it was very cool. It was very cool. He's the man. He's very nice guy, interesting guy. Anyway, he did. I think he did. He also the entry point to the convo was quite literally that he's done the Adam Friedland show. I was like, oh, I think you did one of my friends' podcast, the Adam Friedland show. And he was like, yeah. But in any case, that was cool. That was fun. Aside from that, what else is taking place? I know there's like a lot of drama happening on the background, and like some serious stuff as well, not just drama, but like I haven't had even a fraction of a second to figure out any of that stuff, ironically enough, because I've been in New York, and there's some very serious stuff. There's some drama as well, and it's all over the Twitch sphere, it's all over the Twitter sphere, it's all over TikTok, it seems. Everyone's yelling at one another, and it's kind of crazy because like I've been so out of it. I've been so out of touch with all of that stuff, and ironically enough, it's like given me tremendous mental clarity, if that makes sense. It's like all this stuff is like popping off, and I'm in New York City. I'm like just oblivious to it all, trying to make sense of what the fuck's going on in New York City politics in general. So I'm probably not going to touch it until I get a better understanding of what's going on. You got to fix that tumor. I know it's a new one. There's two. It's just so fucked up. It's so fucked up. It's really messed up. But I haven't been able to. I haven't been able to dial into any of that stuff. Obviously I have my own quote unquote drama in terms of the community concerns. We actually uploaded a video on it on my YouTube as well, addressing the recent community concerns, and I think like that'll be good. It'll be it seems like people understand the point. A lot of content creators had made videos about it before I had already addressed the community in general, but you know, China now regulates influencers. Only those with university degrees can discuss professional topics. Actually, my Bilibili career is not over at all. You know, it's ironic because like this actually works in my favor. Like if I was a Chinese national, obviously they don't really do a lot of political commentary, I don't think, on social media. But like, even if they were to allow professional political commentary only, I have the proper accreditation for it. I'm one of the very few people on the internet that quite literally does have the proper accreditation for it. I literally went to college for this and got a degree for this specifically, not realizing one day that I would actually use it. This is my double major. Okay, I double major graduated with poli-sci and comms degrees. So ironically enough, I'm very capable of doing this. So this doesn't harm me at all, and I think it's actually a decent job. This is a decent thing to do. It's probably one of the most like they see what the fuck's going on all around the world on the internet, and they're like, we want to make sure that we can stamp out misinformation before it becomes a major issue. But yeah, so you've got your degree. No, I graduated with honors, big dog. Actually, anyway, let's blast off. I'm here. I got back, I kissed Kaya, I showered, and I'm here as a day in, day out, baby. You already know what it is. Every single damn day. Every damn day we're out here, and every damn day I feel like the industry that we're a part of, the industry I'm a part of, gets like increasingly more ass for some reason. But you know, there's a lot of news to cover, and somebody's got to do it. Okay, so I'm that guy. You hang with Stavi? Hell yeah, I did. We didn't get to see each other that much, unfortunately, because like it's a chaotic environment, and but I did. I got to see a bunch of my buddies. And I will say, like, this is always, I feel like I live in two different worlds. You know, I got my LA friends who are all like influencers and, you know, some musicians and stuff like that. But like, they're mostly, especially the influencers, are not necessarily excited about the things that I'm excited about, or interested in the things that I'm interested in. And then I have my New York friends who are all invested in the same shit that I'm invested in, whether it be politics, whether even in the world of arts. Like the memes are very different. Like, I'll give you an example, right? We go to the New Yorker party. I went with Noah Colwin and Felix Biederman, and I saw this dude that looked a lot like Richard Hanania. Some of you know who that is. Felix and Noah know exactly who that is, right? So like, I was like, is that fucking Richard Hanania? And we just start arguing on whether or not it's actually him or not. I can't have a conversation like that with any of my LA friends. It's just like a stupid example, but you know, and I don't think it was him. He had the misfortune of kind of looking like him, but it is what it is, right? Like, it's just very different. It's a very different vibe overall.